Okay, how's everybody doing this evening? Of course, my name is Kent. Channel is EOS San Diego, and I talk about the EOS blockchain. And let me share my screen with everybody. First of all, I want to show you a few things. Let's do a screen share. Of course, I want to do my entire screen, so present to everyone. Get rid of all this infinity screen stuff. Hopefully this shows up for everybody. But anyway, let's take a look at the coin market cap because I want to see what the EOS has been doing today. Of course, EOS, it looks like, off a little bit, along with a lot of the other cryptocurrencies. So we're trading right around the $2.35 range. Not a great day, but at least it's hanging around the 250, the $3 range, a little bit below 250. So we're right in that. It's trading flat right now. So hopefully something will spark the market here pretty quickly, and we'll get back up over the $3 range, just like we had to get up over the $2 range not so long ago. The second thing I want to talk about real quickly is I'm going to talk about the video I did last night with Chris. Let's talk about Chris. There he is. There's Chris. Actually, we did a video last night, and Chris, unfortunately, lost over $120,000 in cryptocurrency from a phishing scam that took I think quite a bit of his EOS and of course his airdrops too. So the reason I want to mention this video because this video is done very well. It's got over 1,300, almost 1,400 views. It's got 110 comments, and there's been some really good comments here, and I just wanted to highlight a few of the things that I think people said that are very important. One of the things is keep your private keys offline. So wherever you have your private key at, keep it on a computer that's not on the internet. Just don't put your private keys on the internet. The second thing I want to say is don't leave all your EOS in one account. Separate accounts. I mean, there's no problem giving out a private key for an EOS account with a few EOS in it. So try to make sure that the majority of your EOS is someplace where nobody can touch it. And if you want to play around on the internet, do some stuff on the internet, have some EOS, some account that you want to maybe try out certain things like an application. Do it with an EOS account with very much EOS in it. So if it goes, something happens, then you haven't lost your entire amount of EOS. The other thing I want to say is that somebody said this, and I thought this was very important. Never use Windows for crypto. I know the vast majority of the computers around the world are Windows operating systems. I know from my own experience because I use Windows and Mac, and I use, of course, almost exclusively Mac now. With Windows, you get a lot more pop-ups and a lot more things like that going on. I think Windows is not as safe as the Mac operating system on for cryptocurrency. I tend to agree with that. I thought that was a good comment. So keep your EOS offline. Keep the private key offline. Make sure if you do have accounts that you're exposing to applications, make sure there's not very much EOS in it, or enough EOS that you can stand to lose. And then third, if you can, try to run a Mac. Try to run something on the Apple base, something that is Mac, because I do believe it's a better operating system for cryptocurrencies without the pop-ups. Of course, less viruses. There's just a lot of benefits to running a Mac. So I think those are all very important things to do. The other thing I want to show you too, and I actually posted this from Chris, and I thought Chris from EOS Canada left a comment, and you can read the comment for yourself. But I'm glad that he left a comment because he's a block producer. They're block producers, and the block producers need to be involved in this. If they're not involved in this, then you shouldn't be voting for them, because this is something very important. And I just want to show you real quickly where the block producers are. I mean, here's your block producers right here. A list of the block producers. And like Chris said last night, he's EOS Canada. That's the one I just read. Let's talk to him. They're number 18. EOS Brazil, of course, he talked about EOS Brazil. They're number 19. And EOS's authority is number 20. So you've got a lot of block producers here, which, you know, he hasn't heard from. He's tried to reach out to. He hasn't heard from them. So block producers are very important in this equation. And they need to reach out to people like Chris, because he definitely has a problem. And we need to rely on these block producers. People are voting for these block producers. These block producers are earning rewards, and they need to know when this stuff happens, and they need to be able to be reached, and they need to be able to have some, even if they just say what EOS Canada said. Hey, we're with you. You know, the ECAP thing has been something that the block producers don't have any control over, whatever he said. I can't remember exactly what he said, but they need to be held responsible for this stuff. And of course, we are, let's see where we're, I think we're in the 90s on this one. On different explorers, you rank differently. Where were we at here? 90, take a look at, I can't find it now. I just had it a minute ago. Yeah, there we go. We're 96. So we're number 96 for block producers. Please vote EOS San Diego number 1, and make sure you control your vote. Make sure you vote, and make sure you vote for people that want to back these kinds of problems, that want to get involved with these kind of problems and help out. And here we've got 18, 19, and 20. These are the three. You know, EOS Canada, EOS Rio, Brazil, and EOS Authority. And of course, we've actually backed them too. So here we are, 90, whatever we were, 95, 96. But anyway, you need to vote for block producers. They're going to get involved, because if the block producers don't care about these kind of issues, the EOS blockchain needs some help. You know, we need some help, because if block 1 separated from the blockchain because of the decentralization of block 1, we need block producers that are community that are going to get involved with issues like this. And the fact that he's only heard from 3 block producers out of all these block producers, of course, some of them aren't actually, most of the block producers here, like we are, we're just backups. But he needs to hear from the top block producers. They need to be involved with, they need to have some input on issues like this. So please remember that when you're voting for block producer, and please vote for block producer. It's very, very important. And when you see a situation like what happened with Chris, you could see how important it is that people want to get involved and help somebody out like that. The last thing I want to say, and I haven't told Chris this, but we're going to be giving Chris some of our challenge tokens. We want to make sure that he gets something back. I mean, we're going to try and help him out. We're going to give him some challenge tokens to help repay some of the money that he's lost. And we want to make sure that we contribute to helping him get back on his feet too. So we're gonna actually help him out. We're gonna give him some challenge tokens. Nothing close to what he lost, because there's no way for that much money, you know. But we'll give him some challenge tokens. We'll give him a substantial amount of challenge tokens, because we want to make sure that we support him and help him to recover whatever what losses he's had. So we're going to try to help him out. I know some other people have tried to help him out, and I think this is very important that people help him out, because this is community and we all need to work together. But the fact that so many people watch the video and so many people have left a comment is very encouraging for me, and I do appreciate that. The last thing I want to talk about is I want to talk about, of course, the challenge app, the challenge application that we're running right now. And I want to show you how that's running on a blockchain. You can actually go, excuse me, you can actually go to EOS Flare, EOSFLARE.io, and type in challenge and then DAP, and you're going to be able to see all the activities on the challenge application that's running on the blockchain. This is actually running on the blockchain, so I want people to see what's going on here, because these challenges are, anybody can see it because they are on the blockchain. Right here, we've got, here's a sign in. Right here's the actual challenge that we set up. And the challenge is for 22 challenge tokens. And it gives you some information about it. Here's somebody that registered, somebody else registered. Here is another challenge that's been made. And this one is in the Netherlands. Somebody made a challenge for the Netherlands. and they actually wagered 500 challenge tokens. This is a pretty good bet. Here's somebody that registered. Here's another challenge that was made on the blockchain. Another one. So you can actually see these challenges being made on the blockchain. You can see it, and you could actually see when people register for an account here on the blockchain. So this is a live application running on the blockchain that you can actually monitor, watch, and see. And we were actually thinking about, I'll just take one random here. Here's an account that somebody registered, and I'll just cut and paste this information. Take it back up to the top. We were thinking about adding, as an incentive, challenge tokens to some of these people that are creating accounts and doing challenges. So if I go right here, control, bring this account up, right there's their account. We can actually take their owner's key here and add some challenge tokens to their wallet. And we're thinking about doing that to keep them up, to incentivize people to do this. This person has quite a few airdrops, and they've got 14 challenge, but we're going to add challenge tokens to people's wallets. We're going to monitor the blockchain, and we're going to look at for these accounts, and we're going to actually start. What would you say? We're going to start greasing the system. We're going to start greasing the wheels with some challenge tokens. So you can see all these people that have registered for accounts. You can see these people that have actually created challenge. This one was out of Bend, Oregon. Here's all these people have registered. So we're going to be watching this, and we're going to be dropping some challenge tokens into some of these accounts that are registering, and actually some of these accounts that actually have created some challenges. And you can just sit here. You can say this is a beautiful part about the blockchain, is you can actually see this application running live on the blockchain. You can go to EOS Flare, just type in challenge DAP, and you can actually see all these people have registered. Every one of these accounts is an account that's registered for the challenge token. The challenge application. They have put the challenge application on their iPhone, registered it, and some have actually created challenges. Here's one from Milpitas, California. They have wagered 10 challenge tokens for a challenge. So, and we may drop into this account, and we may up that challenge. So we're going to watch some of these, and we're going to stimulate some of this activity with some challenge tokens and try to make some of these challenges a little more interesting. Here's a challenge for 12 tokens. Everybody's being pretty conservative. Here's 1 token. So yeah, I mean, it's very interesting to watch this, and very easy to watch this because it is on the blockchain. So this is the beauty of the blockchain, the transparency of being able to watch an application running on the blockchain, where you can actually see people that have registered or downloaded the application, and it's actually running on a blockchain. And that's why the blockchain has so much value, the transparency of it. So you can actually watch these applications running and see what's going on with them. And I think that's a really interesting part about the blockchain, a really interesting part about EOS, and something that I think that has a lot of value and a lot of use. So like I say, there's a lot of things going on, and there's a lot of things that are very positive about EOS right now. So anyway, everything else, well, we'll just make another video tomorrow night and talk about everything else tomorrow night. I appreciate you watching. Thank you very much.